Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. We begin with a live look over downtown Baltimore. If you thought yesterday was hot, today will be even hotter. We're under a code red alert, and a state of preparedness is in effect as Maryland braces for the hottest day of the week. Our meteorologist Dalencia Jenkins joining me now. Dalencia, what is the timeline today, and when will this heat become the most dangerous?
Yeah, really, honestly, it's already dangerous. If you haven't prepared, haven't stayed hydrated, you're already in danger of experiencing some heat-related illnesses. But the peak heat of the day will actually be later on. So look at this. We got stretches of alert days and impact weather days for several different reasons, one of which is the heat and also the air quality. We got a code orange for the city and surrounding areas farther south along the Chesapeake and on the eastern shore. So you can notice that haziness off in the distance here on this camera in looking downtown. So it's hot and humid. It's also hazy. We're also looking at a heat alert. This is already in effect and will remain in effect until 8 p.m. So again, if you weren't prepared for the heat, you're already experiencing that the heat related illnesses, or you're at least in danger of it. The peak heat will be closer to that 3 p.m. time frame, lasting to around 5, and then eventually once that sun starts to go lower into the horizon, that's when things cool down just a little bit. But even overnight, it's still mild. We got another warm day tomorrow. We'll talk more about the dangerous heat in a few minutes. All right, the dangerous heat continues, and really we'll have a stretch of alert days. Today is one of those days because of the heat. We're also experiencing some code orange alerts as far as the air quality is concerned. We can expect this heat index value to reach as high as 112 around the area, and our actual temperatures will be in the single digits. We got extreme heat tomorrow with a chance of isolated thunderstorms here and there, some of which can be severe, and the same on Saturday, just the dangerous heat and the storms. With the storms, it'll be more scattered in nature. So I feel like more folks around the Baltimore metro will get in on some of that thunderstorm action on Saturday versus Friday. Here's a look at the hazy view over Baltimore out in the distance. Otherwise, it is just downright hot outside. So if you're heading out and about, maybe you are taking your lunch break outside, stay hydrated, take breaks in shade, and definitely take this heat serious. Again, we were talking about it a little earlier here in the studio. Do not leave kids inside the car or pets alone. Double check before you get out. We're looking at our next 12 hours. They are going to rise into the triple digits by the 3 to 5 o'clock hour. That's the peak heat of the day. We also got the sun blaring down, so also have the sunblock with you throughout the day as the UV index is high. And then eventually we'll cool down to the 80s. It is going to be a mild start to the day tomorrow, so our overnight lows will actually be in the 80s, allowing us to warm back up into the triple digits by tomorrow. The same for Saturday, upper 90s to low 100s on Saturday. That's also when we can see more storms. And then we cool down. There will be a break in the heat for our new work week. We'll be slightly below the average for this time of year in the 80s, but it is still going to be quite warm. Now let's talk about the chance for severe weather. We can expect some storms, again, isolated in nature. If we see more severe storms, it will be more geared towards the northeast part of the Baltimore metro. But Saturday, much of Baltimore, much of Maryland really can get in on some of those storms. So gusty winds, downpours, and even some frequent lightning can't be ruled out. This is a look at Futurecast for Friday. You see it's very isolated. Then crossing over into Saturday morning, we're all dry. But then this is a look at the afternoon, starting that stretch of stormy weather as we close out our 4th of July. So just fingers crossed that some of these storms can move out of here before the fireworks move in. But scattered storms on Saturday, the same for Sunday. We can expect some storms Monday as well. That's allowing for our temperatures to cool down to the 80s for our new week.
All right, thanks for joining us for WBAL-TV 11 News at noon. We'll see you back here at 4. Have a great afternoon.
Stay safe.